Now there our camera is able to zoom past the fire tenders and the ambulance stations, and that's the shot of the exterior of the building, of course. Now there's some building work going on. You can see the scaffolding protecting the building next door. Shaftesbury Avenue tonight, the Apollo Theatre right next door to the Lyric Theatre, and it's at that theatre, the Apollo, where there has been some kind of incident with either a balcony or the ceiling collapsing. People in the stalls area of this theatre have suffered a series of injuries. My colleague Paul Harrison has made his way there, and I think we can join him now. Paul?
Yes, good evening, Martin. Well, joining me, in fact, are two people who were in the theatre at the moment that the ceiling, or part of the ceiling, collapsed down onto those below. Hannah and Steve, thanks for joining us. Steve, firstly, if I come to you, you were inside the theatre. Just take us through what happened, what time, and what you saw.
It was about, I think, 40 odd minutes into the performance. We were right at the very back in the balcony, and we just saw a group in front of us just sort of get up and head for the exit. Didn't really think much of it, but then suddenly a few more people were sort of heading the same way, and before we knew it, just suddenly heard the creaking and a big crash, and section of the ceiling had just gone. It seemed to miss everyone in the balcony and the circle and everything, and just go straight down onto the people in the stalls.
So it was a large section of the ceiling that actually collapsed.
I couldn't really tell you how big the section was, but it was a section of the ceiling. I took a look up on the way out, and looked like a back portion of it had gone.
Hannah joins us as well. You were in there with Steve on your birthday treat.
Yes.
Just take us through what you remember, what you saw. Apparently the whole theatre seemed to fill with dust, is that right?
It did, that's right, yeah. As Steve said there, we saw people in the front row that started moving, and then very, very quickly they saw the row behind and the row behind. They all sort of started moving towards the exit to the right as well. And we saw the ceiling, again, just as Steve said, creak, and then very, very slowly and suddenly it just went down and crashed, and the whole room, just a massive cloud of smoke came up, and then as we were coming out, you know, every other person was just covered in dust and coughing, just dust everywhere. So, but thankfully, like, a lot of people got out very quickly.